I'm Bennett. I'm the head wrestling coach at Central Michigan University, going into my second season as head coach. And this is Eyes Forward, coaching without the comparison trap. Just a little bit about myself. I wrestled at Central Michigan for 5 years, graduated in 2013, and then I was fortunate enough to be able to stay on staff and become an assistant coach under Coach Borelli, and I stayed there for 11 years as an assistant coach before I was fortunate enough to get the head coaching position. And for me, coaching is what I always wanted to do. Probably since about the time I was in middle school, I knew I wanted to be a college wrestling coach. And I think early on, you don't know everything that goes into it and all the stuff you got to learn. And so I think when I had the opportunity to become a coach and coach under somebody like Coach Borelli, I figured out pretty quick that that's where I wanted to be. And he's the guy I wanted to be able to learn from. You know, he coached at CMU for 33 years, coached 45 All-Americans, and built one heck of a program at Central Michigan University. And so I knew I could really learn a lot coaching under him all those years, and you know, in the office, on the wrestling mat, in every area, right? And so I just knew it was a great opportunity for me to prepare myself for hopefully when I had the chance to become a head coach. And you know, so when you look at it though, there's some pros and cons, right? So I got to learn a heck of a lot from Coach Borelli, and he was a great mentor. But when I had the chance to step into that next role, the head coaching role, you know, now things changed a little bit, right? So I went from being able to learn from him to maybe now there's some comparison, right? Now I'm the head coach. I got to continue what he's built, and the challenge is you're always going to have fans, alumni, supporters, media, social media people who are going to question, can you continue it? Can you build on what the previous coach has built? Can you keep that rolling? And they start comparing you to the guy you just took over for that you learned from for 5, 10 years, right? For me, 11 years. And it's really easy to get caught up in all that comparison. Everyone else is comparing you to the guy you just took over for, and it's really easy to get caught up in that comparison stuff. And now you're worried about your perception. How do I look? Am I going to be as good as this coach that just left? Can I do what he did? And when you start thinking that way, it's a long road, and you're really not thinking the right way. You're not focused on the right things. You're focused on, how do I look? Can I do what he did? Can I get the end results that maybe he was getting that everyone expects me to get? And when you're focused on that, you're not focused on the right things that really matter. Probably the things that probably not focused on the reasons why you took the job to begin with, right? And you don't take the job to compare yourself to other coaches and what they did and what they accomplished. You take the job to hopefully have a positive influence on your student athletes. Really, at the end of the day, they're the most important thing. And hopefully that's why you got into coaching. And so sometimes you got to be able to take a step back and block all those people out a little bit. And it's not that you have a problem with those people, and some of them might be your friends and you interact with them still, but you have to understand they're not in the room every day. They don't see what's going on every day in the office and when you're training with the guys. And so you have to learn a little bit how to block out that noise and remember to focus on what's really, really important, all right? Their opinions don't always dictate what happens for your team. And so you just gotta be able to focus on your guys. And you know, the other thing is as a new head coach taking over for a guy who had been coaching for a long time, my way might be a little bit different, and I have to find my way as a young coach, as a young head coach. And just like the previous coach probably did too. If they were there for 20 or 30 years, I'm sure their first couple of years they were figuring things out. And they were learning what their coaching style was and how they wanted to run their program. And now I'm going through that phase a little bit. I'm figuring out these first couple of years how exactly I want to organize everything and run the program. And so sometimes there's a couple of years of finding your way. How do I want to do things? And then you can really start building some momentum. And I'm sure the previous coach had to go through the same thing. And sometimes people forget that because they've had so much success, all right? And so sometimes there's you have to have that sense of building the program and helping the guys and trying to help them accomplish their goals. But I think you also have to give yourself some grace and understand it's not going to happen in one season. It's not going to happen right away. All right, you got to continue to learn, you got to continue to grow, and you got to continue to find your way, what works for you as a coach. And again, just kind of building on, remembering why you got into it, right? And you got to be able to focus on the things that really matter, right? And so to me, it's showing up every day. It's helping the kids in the room. Trying to build a positive culture, and, helping those kids build consistency in their daily life and their training, the way they take care of their academics, help them with their attitude and effort, and really try to build a well-rounded program in the classroom, on the mat, off the mat, and really give all your focus to those guys. Really give your focus to the guys in the room and help them be the best they can. And when you start doing that, I think the kids really begin to progress. They begin to progress and make improvements. And next thing you know, a kid that's placing at your conference tournaments, winning the conference tournament, now he's qualifying for the nationals, and now he's pushing to get on the podium. And but that takes time, right? That takes time, but it takes the right perspective from the coaching staff, and especially the head coach, right? And so just focusing on those details, focusing on your guys, building the right culture in your program, and giving them your full effort, right? To make sure they know if they're in your program, they matter to you. They matter to you, and I think it's easy to focus on your superstars, but I really think it's important that you got to put emphasis on every guy on your team. And we have 30 guys on our team, and I let them know, hey, every guy on this team matters. If we're going to have a successful team, we need 30 guys